What's going on, everyone? My name is Matt and welcome to day 11 of Vlogmas. Christmas is getting close. It's only 2 weeks away, so I thought today I'd talk to you about some of the Christmas traditions in my life. Now, as I've been growing up, the traditions pretty much divide up into school, home, and church. Because the other major thing that I do, which is cricket, is very much a summer thing, so I don't really see my cricket buddies over Christmas, so those are the three main categories that I'm splitting this up into. Starting with school, everyone, everywhere just becomes festive, and in sixth form, Christmas jumpers have become a thing, and I think there's a charity event called Christmas Jumper Day where you bring in some money and you wear a Christmas jumper for the day, and everyone's wearing Christmas jumpers, and it all looks so Christmassy, and it's awesome. Jasmine actually gave me one of her Christmas jumpers to wear last year. It's not like a girly jumper, it is a manly one. In fact, I think I'm going to go get it for you right now. You see this? This is it. It's got a reindeer on it. I love it. Hopefully I'll be wearing that to school at least one day this year because I do struggle with getting too hot and jumpers are usually a problem for me. But moving on, at school, we often watch Christmas movies in lessons and no one really works. There are a few teachers that are like, well guys, you can't relax too much right now because there are mocks in January, so the last 2 weeks of school are going to be the most vigorous. But in reality, everyone just wants a little bit of an early break. So if movies don't come out, then everyone puts on a little bit of Michael Bublé and we do work slowly, and to be honest, we never really work. We just kind of talk and chat with our friends. Liturgies, though, they're all pretty boring, to be honest. They're usually the same sort of thing every single year, and it's just kind of about Christmas, and they're not actually that exciting. But it's okay, I won't complain, because also at school every single year they do like bake sales and things like that where they sell cookies and cakes, and I really love them because, you know me, I love food. Now moving on to church, every single year at our church, although I couldn't go this year because I was busy, we always have a Christmas fair. There's decorating biscuits, which I really enjoy doing, there's games, everything's decorated, it's all Christmassy, there's sometimes like little snow patches around the church and all things like that, and Santa Claus would always visit the church and everyone loved it. Except me. It never really did it for me. Maybe that's because every single time Santa came to my church, it was always my dad dressed up playing Santa. So while all the other kids were fascinated, I was looking at him going, that's my dad. Not quite as magical as Santa Claus. Also, back when I used to go to church a lot, I used to go to the Christingle service every year, and basically if you don't know what that is, you get an orange, you slice it open, you stick a candle in it and put little things on it, and it just looked really nice. I can't remember what it symbolizes, that's really bad of me. But either way, it looked really cool. The only problem was when in January you had to get them down and the orange was all kind of moldy and you had to throw it away, and that was a bit gross, but at the time, they still look cool. A few years ago, Dad and I used to have this tradition where it would be me and him that go to the Christmas Eve service at midnight. So we'd be at church as soon as the clock strikes midnight, and it would be Christmas Day. There was something about staying up until midnight that was just so fascinating for me that I wanted to go to church and be there when midnight came so I could be like, yes, it's finally Christmas! If you go back and watch my video from Vlogmas last year, day 8 I think it was, Santa Claus Encounters, I spoke about how on Christmas Eve, after that service, I was sure that I heard Santa's sleigh bells on the walk home. And maybe it was, we'll never know. Then on Christmas morning, we all go to church as a family and everyone's just really happy. That's what I love about it, because regardless of what anyone's doing, they're all happy because it's Christmas. Then finally, at home, one tradition we always had is we left mince pies, carrots, and milk for Santa Claus. Carrots for the reindeer, milk for Santa Claus, and the mince pies for Santa Claus. A few weeks before, in the lead up to Christmas, there was always this really bright and magical train that would ride around our streets. We'd be eating our dinner on a cold winter's morning, and then we'd hear this music from far away, and then we knew it's the Santa train. Many times when we've been eating our dinner, we've dropped our things, run out of the house, and stood on our driveway waiting for the train and Santa Claus to go right past us, the real Santa Claus. And he would wave, and it would all be happy, and then everyone will feel really Christmassy from then on. As well as that, on Christmas Eve night, we'd always use NORAD. I don't know if you've heard of that, but it's like an app/website where you can track Santa Claus, and it was just really exciting as a kid to look at where he is, be like, oh, he's delivered presents to these places, and now he's going to get to us in a few hours, etc, etc, and that was super exciting. There's also a tradition in my house where Christmas Day is the one meal where I don't have to eat vegetables. Back when I was a kid who didn't like vegetables, that was a real blessing. Now I don't mind vegetables, so I would have vegetables on Christmas Day, but now to stick true to the tradition, I don't eat vegetables on Christmas Day. Not that I don't like them, it's just that I didn't used to like them, so I'm honouring my picky self. Then after the Christmas lunch, which is amazing, it always tastes great, the pigs in blankets are phenomenal. We always play some kind of board game. I think a few years ago we played Cluedo, and that was really cool. I think last year we might have played Cluedo as well, but either way, we play some kind of game, and that's really awesome. So in general, everyone is so happy at Christmas, and it really makes me feel good. One tradition that I try and do every single year is go to the town centre at some point in December. Last year, we went to Bournemouth. I also went to London, and both of those towns are very, very festive, and it's so good. London in particular, obviously, because it is the capital city of the country, so everywhere's lit up and everyone's happy, and it's just an amazing time. So if you have the chance before Christmas, definitely get your butt down to London, because it is amazing. And if you're fortunate enough to be watching this and living somewhere near like New York or Las Vegas or Beijing or any big city like that, then definitely go to the city centre, because I assure you, you will love it. But that does it for this video. So if there were any Christmas traditions that you always do at school, at church, at home, anywhere else, with your friends, with your family, then let me know in the comments below, because I really want to know what you guys like to do at Christmas. And if we're all happy and talking about Christmas in the comments, then the comments is going to be a really happy and festive place to be. But that is it from me. If you did enjoy this video, then be sure to smack that like button, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!